moving on to your wing assembly, break off the carrier sheet as you normally would. So we're going to use a razor plane to plane an airfoil into this wing. And so I'm just going to use my traditional hand-launched glider style airfoil of doing a wedge from about 25% cord back. I find that is what works the best for me. Got a little ways to go yet. You don't want the trailing edge to be paper thin, but you do want it to be thin enough to avoid adding any excess drag at high speeds. Additionally, if you don't have a fairly sharp trailing edge, you can induce aileron flutter even on something this small. Need to clean up here. And then for the leading edge, I'm just going to basically just round it off. You don't want a completely flat bottomed airfoil, you want some upsweep from that leading edge. And then for the wingtip, I recommend no upsweep, and that way you get a little bit of geometric washout so that the airplane is less inclined to tip stall. There we go. Alright, so we'll sand everything nice and smooth here. again. There we go. Alright, so next, go ahead and pull out this little wing reinforcing patch. And we're going to glue this lengthwise over that hole going forward, and that just reinforces this section right here that takes some not huge flight loads, but enough that in a hard landing or whatever you can break it loose pretty easily. Next, take your razor blade wherever it ran off to. And so we will get a light sanding there. Now the ailerons are hinged on the bottom, so you want to bevel the tops of them. Just like that. So now we'll flip the wing over, keeping these together. It's very important you remember which one's which. And then go chase down the Linderm tape again. Alright, so we've got one hinged. Now let's go ahead and get the other one. And we got a little bit of interference there, I think mostly from the tape. There we go. Okay, so next, this being the bottom of the wing, we have to be real careful about that part. We're going to pop out these little guys. We'll do the control horns in a minute. First we want to get the wing mount correct. Now in my case these are not sized quite perfectly. So you want this to mount flush with the top of the wing. Let me show you up close how this goes. Goes into the wing like that, matching the airfoil more or less. Actually, I see this is the old design. So I'll have to adjust those some more, because you want them to be flush up against the bottom as well. Alright, so we've sanded these so they fare in a little bit. Oops, sorry about that. So they stick down a little bit, mostly level with the top here. And then we can verify by sliding into slots here that wing lays down nice and tight, which is what you want. Let's go ahead and break out our control horns for ailerons. And we'll have to open up the slots for them a little bit. Got the blendrum tape and all that to deal with here. And we'll also, as we did before, sand these a little bit. And there we go. And that one's being a little on the stubborn side. So we'll need to open up its slot just a little bit more because it's crushing out. And there we go. Looking perfect. Oh, still not hitting on that side. I thought it was, but nope, sauce. There we go. Now at this point, you're going to want to come in here, and we're going to explore correct alignment of those servos. We find that they're happiest right about there. Actually slide them all the way back. I wouldn't quite go that far because I want a little bit longer for those push push rods. And actually, if you put them up front, you can slide these servos close together, like that. Everything still clears, like that. At this point, we need to go ahead and mount in the wing for the first time in order to ensure proper alignment here. We'll just kind of spit those servos out the side for the moment. The reason we're doing this is we want everything exactly fitted as it will be once we put this airplane completely together. I don't have to screw that down all the way just yet. I'm going to slide these servos in here, kind of up like that, like so. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark around the perimeter of them. And so that way, I can take this wing off and glue them down. Just like that. So now we will pop that screw out. And one thing I'm going to do is clip the little tabs off the servos here, just because they're kind of in the way at this point. Anyway, we'll take a hot glue gun. Unravel here. So this servo goes over on this side like that. There we go. Our servos are mounted. Now I'm going to be using the innermost holes on these servos, and even that is fairly extreme, but these come with, honestly, rather large control horns. And I may eventually drill ones further in, but for now these will be okay. So what I need to do is go ahead put these in the outermost holes on those control horns. before I go any further.
Patrick Sean Murphy doesn't own a Tyrannus. So not cool, Pat.
I want to make sure these guys are centered up and everything. Everybody's happy. And let's give this a little bit of reflex. We don't really want that. A little bit better. I'm kind of committed now that I've done it like that, but there we go. Now I have no reflex in the aileron. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to glue this guy. And that's just to remove slop out of there. Now, once it breaks loose, there we go. We got fairly stout prose, not too bad. And very little play in there. Now notice I have this horn going out so it doesn't rub against the side of the fuselage. And perfect. And so now we can power down for a minute. What we want to do next is to go ahead and install our motor. So what we want to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get the screws started through here. Everything fits alright. So what we'll do is thread our motor wires through, and this is an Emax RS1306. It's the red bottom simple, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, I like the mounting on this more than the ones that have the standoff on them. Thread in it. There we go. There we go. We're binding up on that back plate a little bit, so I'm going to pop this loose and open up the hole back there just a wee little bit. Okay, so we've got this motor spinning nice here. So now we need to slide the speed controller up front. So we'll hook everything up here. Let's see what those are going to be a little mushy for me, but deal with that off camera. And we just want to verify correct direction. And we've got it. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, so what we want to do is slide everything as far up in here as possible. Hook this guy upright. Slide it in. And then find those two little servo screws. What those allow us to do is to come in from the sides here. We can secure our power pod. You don't need those tight, because they'll pull the power pod apart. You just need them in there so it doesn't slide in and out. And so this is completely secured. So at this point, I'll just briefly show you how to get everything put away, fly the airplane. Ideally, you will shorten these wires quite a bit, because as you can see, they are seriously in the way here. The thing is, you want to make sure, at least in my case, I have to make sure these wires go down here so that they don't get in an argument with my servos. And now, I'm going to pack all of this in here. There we go, all set. And throttle works. So there we go. Before you fly this, give it a good solid coat of paint well, not heavy coat, but a good coat of paint to give you plenty of color so you can see this airplane, because orientation is quite challenging. Alright, so my speed Deamon, or micro Deamon, sorry, is balancing quite nose heavy. You want the CG about 25% chord, and that gives you real nice control over the airplane. So this has been the build video for the J&H Aerospace Micro Deamon. Hope you enjoyed this build. Check out the kit on our website, and we'll see you at the field. Bye. Hi, I'm Josh Finn. This is Hope. We are J&H Aerospace.
If you like this video, hit the like button.
Also, how about subscribe to our channel and check out jhaerospace.com for new free flight products and all of the tooling that you'll need to build them.
Thanks for watching.